player, not even a matchup, a player that is present is so apparent when those two play. So we shall see here who's the more studied opponent and who's going to end up walking out of here with the W.
Yeah. I really have no idea who I would call for this. You know,
if this was a side bet type moment, I would probably be playing the spread. Yeah, if I had to put money, I'd be playing the spread because I'd have no idea.
Salem takes a very early lead with some stage control.
Now, as always, rule of thumb, I've said it for a year and a half, 2 years now, item pieces need to go. They can never be present. You can think you're good at playing with them, but it's just a bad idea. Giving Zero Suit Samus out of shield options and allowing her to follow up some already heavy string-oriented combos with armor pieces is a very, very bad situation for any character.
Well, Mekos has managed to disable 2, and there's not much of a lead on either of these players. Mekos is also very fast when it comes to, you know, all these utility options. You know, he seems to be able to handle the items pretty well. I like how Salem was able to tag that in.
Oh. Smart by Mekos. Not getting scared, not choosing
to jump. That was a lot of damage.
Yes.
That was...
I chanted it all last year. I mean, definitely, in my opinion, second most punishing character to Ice Climbers would be ZSS, in my opinion. Getting hit by those down smashes and the strings that follow is percent that always seems unbearable to watch.
It was ridiculous. Now, the thing we have to keep in mind is that if you think that Zero Suit is going to hit, you know, fire off a, what's the move, this down smash at you, you can use Lucas's down beat to absorb it. As you see, sometimes they utilize the strategy in doubles to heal Lucas. It works against you in singles.
Yes.
Mekos is trying to close out the kill now. He knows that he's able to convert a down air and force Salem to pratfall onto the ground. Uh-oh, that's stuck.
And very interesting here, though. Watching Salem play, it seems a little bit different than his typical playstyle, and it seems like he really, as we talked about before, is trying to figure out where Mekos is looking to have Lucas, what patterns he's looking to take. You see the breakdown starting to occur, but Salem at a very quick rate is starting to figure out where Mekos is looking for and where he's looking to put those hitboxes.
All right, it seems like Salem is privy to the fact that if you SDI Lucas's down air upwards, you will escape the last hit, and therefore you won't get knocked onto the ground.
And then therefore completely can stay away from the whole jab block setup that leads to so many of the kills we see Lucas land.
What an excellent read on that laser. The first time he fires the gun, Mekos is already there. He's like, whoa, is that a projectile? Thanks for the health, bro. And he's going to need it because you can see he's already at 60. Lucas having a really difficult time at closing out this kill. Finally gets it with an F tilt, yeah. The problem is that Salem is so mobile, it doesn't give a lot of opportunities for Lucas to set up any types of kill moves on him. Lucas's smash attacks, with the exception of his sword smash, all come out extremely slowly.
And Salem, as you said, very keen on making sure to DI that down air every single time, giving Lucas no opportunity to get those follow-ups. And as of right now, it looks like there, well, not even looks, there is a commanding lead in Salem's favor.
A small string, but compared to the damage output DSS is able to produce, it's not really looking too exciting for Lucas right now.
Definitely not. And Mekos seeming like he's had a bit of a, oh wow, very good edge guarding there by Mekos.
I don't know why he let up there. Zero Suit was dead.
You see it a lot in Salem's matchups. He loves to throw the side B once, try and scare the opponent off the ledge, and immediately go right back into the side B.
Even a second side B would not have, it would not have even hit Lucas on the ledge there, and he would not have even fallen into range to get him with an up B either.
And while I totally agree with you, it just seems like a mind game that always works out in Salem's favor. He's abused it since last year's Apex, and he's doing it again already to his favor, but Mekos getting a nice big heal off that. Unfortunately, losing the heal right afterwards.
I think that was a technical error. I don't believe he meant to use the game freeze. Probably a side B in that situation.
Always a keen little fun fact, never to forget that frame one jab on ZSS, doing a great job catching when Mekos goes to roll past or try and cross up Salem. Salem always managing to just tap him and take a little bit more control.
I think that one of the reasons Lucas is struggling so much in this matchup is because he doesn't really have a solid answer to any of ZSS's pokes, all right? Normally, blocking ZSS gives you somewhat of an ability to counterattack, but Lucas doesn't seem to have what it takes to counterattack. You know, Salem has been dash attacking pretty much for free. Back air is already safe. So with Lucas having a very weak punish game, he's just finding a really hard time counteracting the fact that Salem can just be his normal aggressive self. Now Mekos seems to be taking the offense to 0-2 Samus, and it's working out a lot more for him. He's got him all the way up to 104%, and that's kill percent.
And he has brought this back wholeheartedly. And a move you always have to watch out for, that F smash, ever so fierce from Lucas. Yep.
Nope. Great DI on a stale back air.
Potentially a side bait. Oh.
Oh, there it goes.
There it is.
Very patient by Mekos, but Salem is finally able to close it out with a side beat. Mekos brought that back.
That was very good.
He was finally figuring out that he has to take the fight to ZSS because you're not going to get too much. Even though you can block a ton of her moves in a row, you're not getting anything out of it. And the reason that block is strong is because punishing from block is normally strong, but it doesn't seem to be that case in this matchup, or at least not with these two players' play styles.
Salem right off the bat making it rain armor pieces as always, making it. Oh, but Mekos, there you go, getting a chance to take advantage. While still having percent lead, managing to get 2 of those pieces off. A much better start for Mekos this time around. I would definitely say that much.
Another thing that I'm noticing in the matchup is that Zero Suit has really, really low startup on a lot of her moves. Her dash attack, her aerials, her tilts, everything. So it means that it's hard for Lucas to put together strings, even though he's a string-based character, because normally, Mekos will use his commanding hitboxes to just use a lot of strings that you'd be afraid to challenge. In this case, Zero Suit is just like, okay, well, I'm going to throw out a move, and if you try and use 2 consecutive attacks, you're going to get punished for it. A phantom forward, phantom forward smash. Very costly. That's some nice SDI behind Lucas to escape the second trap. But Zero Suit is still in a very dangerous position. That'll be... Oh, it would have been stock if he had held on to the edge.
And Mekos seeming to lose a little bit of composure. Unfortunately getting killed earlier on. Managing to, unfortunately, get a ghost hitbox there on that forward smash that should have killed. Looking a little bit shook right now, but hopefully that'll change shortly.
Can I just say that was some ridiculous DI on the up air? He went almost at a complete 45-degree angle, avoiding death. Props to Salem.
Yes, as always, well studied. The student and sparring partner to Vex, which always shows.
This game is a lot closer than the previous one. It looks like Mekos is figuring out the nuances of which hitboxes are effective to use when.
And I was glad to see Mekos abusing the fact that ZSS's second and third hit of jab are very unimpressive. Poor frame data, allowing you to SDI back and usually shield them with little to no worry.
But the problem in this matchup is because Lucas is a tether grab character, his grab is not necessarily always going to be able to grab that last, that last jab, unless you have really good timing and unless you're prepared for it. As you can see, Salem is not afraid to just go straight into a second series of jabs right after because it's like, oh, well, you're Lucas. Your jab data is not, your grab data is equally as unimpressive.
As my jab data.
Yeah, as his final jab data. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Nice DI.
There you go. We live in. Still hanging out in there. That was so reminiscent to last year's Grand Finals.
I like that, how Salem spun around 2 times and then hit him with the down smash just to confuse him a little bit. That was very nice. I don't know what that was all about. I really expected Salem to just up air him. It would have comboed into further moves.
And as of right now, Mekos is going to have to find an answer to get Salem out of here sometime soon to prevent this from being a 2-0 victory in Salem's favor. Now, another key thing about the... Oh, nice. Great tech.
Hold that edge.
Wow, it's Salem.
You have to not be scared of that.
And there it is. That forward air will close it out. Mekos only 57% down, so definitely no slouch right now, as he's definitely been giving Salem a good run for his money this time around.
I like how Salem chose up B at that situation because he was expecting, you know, a down air from Mekos in the counter.
Yep.
That'll be it.
And a solid close out there by Salem.
Salem takes a 2-0 over Mekos.
Strong showing. Now, it was very interesting to see there, though, because normally with Mekos, what I'm very used to is a lot of open space, a lot of open space, and I know what you mean. A lot of open space is a little bit more of a camping game. Well, that's what I was saying, is with Mekos and Lucas, you see a lot more open air. You see him taking up his space. He's able to roam. A lot of times when you see him get shut down, it's due to being cramped and held in, but it was very odd there because it wasn't the same story. Salem playing his game, playing a little bit more range. You know, what I'm saying is Mekos was looking to get a little bit more QCQ, and when he's not roaming around and able to just cover area the normal way he does, it's a very restricted play style for him, and it just seemed like it wasn't Mekos that we're used to seeing. It seemed like he was a little bit more restricted than he would normally be in any other matchup.
Well, a lot of times, Salem will force you to play his game because Zero Suit is a very fast character, and he rarely gave Mekos a chance to put a lot of distance between them. As you can see, one of the most popular moves of the matchup was dash attack. Salem was always getting in there, and he was like, I'm going to be up close and personal with you because, you hit me with jab, whatever, but my close range combat options will lead to greater rewards, and neither of us has grabs, but I feel I can function without a grab better than you can because I have the superior mobility and the better kill setups.
Yes.
Since I know that I can SDI your down air.
That's
he really capitalized on those things, played the matchup correctly, and he was able to take it out 2-0 over Mekos. And so far, our reigning Apex champion is looking really strong.
Yes. Came out looking real nice. Pardon me, I'm just going to be checking to see what the update situation is as of right now. Always got tweets on lock, not shocked. See what we got sitting here for us.
Vex is sitting down. I'm not sure.
And shout-outs to, oh man, shout-outs to all the Twitter love I'm getting right now. You guys always backing me up, as always. But, oh, are we... Well, let's see. Let's give some Twitter shout-outs here. Let's give some Twitter shout-outs to all the people that have been giving us love right now. I got about 3 right off the top of my head. Shout-out to PV, Apex 2014. Shout-out to Combusting Fetus. Very impressive name. Got some more followers right there. Jake Matter, much appreciated. Unfortunately, we will be not commentating top 8, me and Rich. It's going to be me and my fellow man Pierce right here.
Yeah, I'll see you guys in top 8.
Holding it down.
For doubles top 8.
I believe that's Doom, and I want to say it's either Kitaro and Sky or Doom and Sky. I don't know entirely.